This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
Gets by and jams it down. Paul Olsen on the dunk.
Ready to board the batter. She'll try a bunt and pops away from Branty, runner to the plate, and scores. 1-0.
Ball will drop back to pass again. This one's over the middle and intercepted by Gunnar Broughton. At the 40, at the 30, at the 25, 20, and he has a man to beat. Cuts inside, 10-5, touchdown, Gunnar Broughton on the pick six. We'll send it over, but the Vikings will keep it alive. Duke Shiro comes back on the attack and gets the kill.
Because it all comes down to today. Ground ball hucking to first base line, and it hit the bag and bounces away from Holzer into foul territory. Runner will try to score, throw to the plate, Upgrand scores. Everybody's safe. And a fortuitous bounce gets the Vikings a run. It's 2-0.
Paul Olsen for the alley-oop! Paul Olsen on the alley-oop!
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, apparently our camera is not working, but we'll get it working for you, I can tell you that. Mike Mason alongside Josh Almaris. Josh, how you doing today as I get this camera up and rolling?
Doing good. It's another beautiful night for football. We're on the roof, and a lot of excitement once again in Kindred for some Friday night lights.
All right, well, let's see here. We are at 73 degrees and sunny right now here in Kindred, and if you're just tuning in, I'm right now working on this black screen issue. Trying to figure out the hidden trick here that is tripping us up for whatever reason.
And just a heads up to the viewers, we will be running a little bit late for kickoff, probably about 10 minutes late on kickoff. There was some issues with the officials getting here, so we are 15 minutes away from pregame festivities, probably about a 7:10 kickoff, 7:10 p.m. kickoff is what they're estimating.
All right, looks like we have our camera on. I told you I'd get that working, right? I always keep my promises. So yeah, once again, we are at 73 degrees right now here. We're about, as Josh mentioned, about 15 minutes away from the opening and starting lineups. And then the kickoff will follow shortly after that. We'll be in the low 70s for about the first half of this game. The second half of the game will be in the upper 60s. Sunset for 8:02 this evening, and the lights will be on here at Jerlow Field. Matter of fact, they're already on here at Jerlow Field. And then sunset at 8:02, and then we should wrap up. By the time this game comes to conclusion, we're going to drop about 10 degrees. We're at 73 right now. We should be at about 63 by the time this one wraps up, and as long as I say that, there's always that chance for overtime and have it go longer. I don't want to jinx us, though, so now that I've said the overtime part, I've no longer jinxed. I've unjinxed the jinx, let's put it that way. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back with our opening thoughts, and just on the other side of the break is my pregame minute for you, coming up here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred. Welcome to Jerlow Field here on Magnitude Sports. We're getting ready for the 2-0 Linton-HMB Lions and taking on the home team, the Kindred Vikings, coming in at 1-1. The Vikings with a 49-8 win over Grafton in opening week, and then they would drop their home opener last week here at Magnitude to the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros by the score of 26-20. So it was a close matchup. Now, when you look at the roster for Linton-HMB, you see a lot of young players. You see a lot of freshmen. You see a lot of sophomores sprinkled with a handful of juniors and seniors, but don't let that young team roster fool you. This team is 2-0, picking up a pair of single-digit victories. The first one in a true single-digit fashion, 13-12 over the Hazen Bison. And then last week, Linton-HMB would pick up a win over Southern McLean. The final score was 20-12. The Linton-HMB Lions will be led by junior quarterback Trace King, and Max McQuillan will start under center once again here for the Kindred Vikings. The rest of your Superior Grain starting lineups coming up after the break here on Magnitude Sports.
Untamed. It's the honest, hard-working, all-grit lifestyle of the farmer. The strength of a seed that doesn't bow down to the endless trials of Mother Nature. And at Mustang Seeds, it's the family values that have been upheld for over 55 years. It's untamed. It's Mustang Seeds. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
The Knickerbocker in Hicks, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back. It is the Linton-HMB Lions 2-0 and the Kindred Vikings 1-1. Your Superior Grain starting lineups for the Linton-HMB Lions. Visitors on the scoreboard. Offensive starters will look like this. Trace King, the quarterback. Fullback, Dean Vetter. Run back, Nathan Holzer. The wide receivers are Grant Bosch, or is it Bush? You told me there was two different ones.
That would be Grant Bosch.
Oh, Bosch, okay. And then the other wide receiver, Joe Fody. The tight end will be Landon Bosch.
I'm going to change that. Bush.
Bush,
It is
okay.
Bush, yes.
Okay. The tight end will be Landon Bush. And then the tackles are Caden Massett and Derek Vetter. The guards are Aaron Meyer and Justin Martin. The center will be Landon Schumacher. And that's how the Lions will shape up offensively. On the defensive side for the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions, the defensive line will consist of Aaron Meyer, Aaron Hoffwald, Justin Martin, and Landon Bush. The linebackers, Joe Fody, Dean Vetter, Riley Richter, the strong safety, Wyatt Schaub, and the free safety, Grant Bush. And then the cornerbacks will be Justin Chosick and Jace Jokum. Jokum is how I was told to say it. So Jace Jokum, that's your Superior Grain starting lineups for the Linton-HMB Lions. For the Kindred Vikings, on the defensive side of the ball, the left end will be Riley Sunram. The right end will be Colin Lundy. The nose guard will be Jack Packer. The linebackers will be Charlie Beaver, Trey Heinrich, Chase Miller, Jacob Hyatt. The cornerbacks will be Lucas and Caleb Klobundi. The strong safety, Jorgen Swenson, and the free safety, Max McQuillan. Speaking of Max, he'll be your starting quarterback on the offensive side of the ball here for the Kindred Vikings. And his receivers will be Charlie Beaver and Caleb Klobundi. The tight end will be Max Opgren. The fullback and tailback will be Jacob Hyatt and Trey Heinrich, respectively. And then on the right side, the guard and tackle. The guard is Blake Hushka. The tackle is Riley Sunram. On the left side, your tackle is Jack Packer. The guard's Colin Lundy. And then the center will be Mason Nipstad. For special teams, for the Kindred Vikings. The kickoff kicker will be Jack Packer. The field goal let's try that again. The kickoff kicker will be Jack Packer. The field goal kicker will be Jordan Sunram. Your kick returners will be Charlie Beaver and Caleb Klabundi. The punter will be Riley Sunram, and then the punt returners will be Caleb Klabundi and Charlie Beaver. The Vikings are coached by head coach Matt Crane and assistants Nate Safe, Eric Burgard, Joe Harder, Brad Ambrosius, and Ryan Sunram. And that is your Superior Grain starting lineups for the Linton-HMB Lions and the Kindred Vikings. And Josh, what do you think? Let's start with the, I'll tell you what, I'll let you pick who you start with. What's the keys of the game for these two teams?
Well, I would say the keys for the game for the Kindred Vikings is to get out early. I'm really looking for the Kindred Vikings to show some improvement from last week. They had a really good week one up in Grafton, defeating them 49-8. Really all aspects of their game were strong in Grafton. And then the home opener against HCV didn't go quite as good as they were hoping. So I'm looking to see a little bit of improvement. Specifically, I'll point out I'd like to see a little bit more toughness and grit out of them. A couple times there was guys checking themselves out of the game. There was opportunities for the more experienced guys to step up and make some big plays to win that game against HCV. So I'm looking to see some of that. Now, that being said, I think Kindred did show some greatness in that game, and HCV, credit where credit's due, they're a very good team. Specifically, the Vikings had a really good third quarter drive. I thought Max McQuillan really kind of led did a great job as leading that drive. The offensive line flexed their muscle. Trey Heinrich continued to be elusive and athletic, and I thought it was a point where the Vikings were going to kind of take over the game. They went within 2. Penalty was called that put them close on the extra point. They decided to, instead of kick the extra point, go for 2, tied it up, and then at that point, Hillsborough Central Valley actually responded and took over the game. So I'm looking to see some improvement from the Vikings. I think they're going to, one of their keys is going to be to jump out early and attack early. To at halftime, have a good lead. That's, I think, a goal and a mindset they need to have. This is a team that wants to go deep in the playoffs, so they have to show us what they're capable of doing.
I'd absolutely agree with that, and that kind of reflects my thoughts. I believe if Kindred can jump out to a 2-score lead here by the midway through the second quarter, that could spell out good news throughout the duration of the game. And for Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock, a lot of young players on the team, freshmen, sophomores, but sprinkled into that roster are a handful of juniors and 1 or 2 seniors. What do you think Linton-HMB Lions need to do to go back home with a W?
Well, first of all, I'm excited to see Dean Vetter. I know he's being recruited by a lot of the NCIS schools. He looks like a big physical back. I think he's going to be very powerful offensively, and I'm looking to see him just be a ball hawk on the defensive side. That being said, it cannot be a Dean Vetter show for these guys to be successful. I think that I'm looking to Trace King, the quarterback of Linton, and seeing, can they make this a 2-dimensional game? Can he throw the ball? If Linton has success passing the ball, I think that they're gonna have every opportunity to win this game. If Linton has a tough time passing the ball and this becomes a run-only game for them, I know they've got some big physical guys, some strong guys up front. Specifically, I'm looking to see how Aaron Hoffwald plays, Derek Vetter. Those are some big, strong guys. But the defensive line for the Vikings is deep, strong, and physical as well. So if they just run, I think that that's going to be a problem. So going back to my keys of the game for Linton, I think that they need to see some really good play out of Trace King. And continue to make improvements. Going from 9-man to 11-man is a big jump.
Yep.
They need to continue to make improvements. They in the Hazen game, they fought hard. They never led that game until overtime. They tied it up with 14 seconds left. So you have a young team, but there's a lot of fight. And of course, this is an incredibly proud program.
Yeah.
They're the 9-man state champions. So
yep.
So they're going to come here with a nice pedigree for success. And and I think it's going to be fun. They need to be two-dimensional. That's the key to their game, though.
Well, Josh, that's some great points there made, and I'm going to give you this opportunity to leave now. I've seen Linton-HMB twice, once on Magnitude and once when I filled in for Beck Sports, and both of those games went to double overtime. So if you got something to do, no, I'm just kidding. So we'll see how they score, but they did graduate some players since those games, so we'll see how this one shakes out when this thing gets started. We're about 2 minutes away from the opening announcements. Matter of fact, he's talking right now. So your final thoughts before we turn it over to the starting lineups here, Josh.
Well, I think the Kindred Vikings are receiving the ball. Linton won the coin toss, and they deferred. The Vikings want the ball. So this first drive, I think, is an important one for the Vikings. It's also important for Linton. Linton needs to keep this game close. If they keep it close at half, it's anybody's game. If the Vikings can come out strong and play all dimensions of the game the way they did in Grafton, I think they'll be happy with the result.
All right, and those are your keys of the game. And now back to your Superior Grain starting lineups here, starting with the Linton-HMB Lions.
At another tackle, a sophomore, number 63, Caden Massett. At one guard, a junior, number 56, Aaron Meyer. At center, a junior, number 53, Landon Schumacher. At the other guard for the Lions, a junior, number 50, Justin Martin. At wide receiver, a junior, number 37, Grant Bush. At fullback, a senior, number 25, Dean Vetter. At running back, a junior, number 22, Nathan Holzer. At another wide receiver, a senior, number 21, Joseph Bodie. And at quarterback for the Lions this evening, a junior wearing number 12, Trace King. The Lions are coached by Tanner Purinton, assisted by Tim Doctor, Bo Deagle, Jake Bauman, Curtis Walls, Jacob Klein, Joe Sciola, and Tanner Binstock. And now let's meet the cheerleaders for the Kindred Vikings. Senior, Madison Getty. Senior, Brooklyn Mout. Senior, Mary Garrig. Senior, Brianna Shook. And freshman, Ellie Schmitz. The Viking cheer squad is coached by Mandy Martinez. And now the defensive starters for the Vikings. At left end, a sophomore wearing number 75, Riley Sunram. At right end, a senior, number 66, Colin Lundy. At nose guard, a junior, number 77, Jack Packer. At one linebacker, a junior, number 1, Charlie Beaver. At linebacker, a junior, number 24, Trey Heinrich. At another linebacker, a senior, number 33, Chase Miller. At another linebacker, a senior, number 41, Jacob Hyatt. At one cornerback, a senior, number 3, Lucas Klabundi. At another cornerback, a senior, number 12, Caleb Klabundi. At strong safety, a junior, number 22, Jorgen Swenson. And at free safety, a senior, number 5, Max McQuillan. The Vikings are coached by Matt Crane, assisted by Nate Safe, Eric Burgad, Joe Harder, Brad Ambrosius, and Ryan Sunram.
All right, so there's your Superior Grain starting lineups. Also want to say thanks to our other sponsors, including Viking Homes, Kindred State Bank, Mustang Seeds, the Knickerbocker, Kindred Storage, Gotta Go Driving School, Superior Grain, Kindred Arts Area Partnership, Kindred Area Community Fund, Healing Touch Chiropractic, Kindred Booster Club, and the MJ Nipstad Management Solutions. Without their support, these broadcasts would not be possible. Our national anthem is next. It's being sung. We'll keep it here.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bells bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, you got two youngsters who have the best back of the end zone seating in the house.
Excellent job, Madison. It's always a treat,
So
ladies and
Madison
gentlemen,
Getty sang
when
the
she
anthem.
sings for us.
She's a beautiful singer. She does a great job. She's also a cheerleader, Mike.
Tonight's
And
officials of the Lakes Area
she also
Officials
performed in Cinderella
Association.
this
Oh, interesting.
summer as well. So she runs on down to join her cheerleading team after performing the anthem. Nice job by Madison Getty.
Well, your opening kickoff is 30 seconds away here on Magnitude Sports.
We're going to hit that 7:10 almost right on. 7:10 right now, so we're going to be just about a minute shy of that.
We'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, and we are ready to go here in Kindred. And the opening kickoff could go all the way down the sideline and taking it in to the end zone for a quick score. And well, we talked about quickness, but did you need it to be that quick?
Well, Charlie Beaver gets the kickoff. There was some great blocking on that play. Yeah, we said the Kindred Vikings, one of their MOs had to be to come out strong and take control early on, and it doesn't get much quicker than 12 seconds down the field for Charlie Beaver. Great return.
A quick 6-0 in the PA attempt coming up next here. We'll see if they kick it or if they go for one or go for two is what I meant to say.
They'll be kicking it. One of the things, so Jordan Sunram was 7 for 7 in her opening game in Grafton, and then last week was 0 for 2. She shortened up her steps to 3.
And that one sends through for an extra point.
Yeah, that was one of the things they wanted to clean up was some special team blocking and getting to the ball quicker. Perfect there.
So quick, it says 13-0. It's not, I promise. It's only 7-0. We'll take a break and we'll be back and have that score fixed for you here in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The Kindred Area Community Foundation was established in 2005 as a permanent endowment fund managed by the North Dakota Community Foundation. Earnings from the fund are given as grants every year to nonprofit organizations or government entities that support the 5 communities of Davenport, Hickson, Leonard, Kindred, Walcott, all located within the Kindred School District boundaries. For instructions on how to register your organization and to apply for a grant, visit www.ndcf.net/kindred and click on the Apply tab. All right, well, a quick start here for the Kindred Vikings. 12 seconds off the clock, and the opening kickoff brought back 81 yards for a touchdown. And the Vikings lead at 7-0. And this will be a little squid kick towards the near sideline, be picked up at about the 18. He'll stutter step out of bounds, and they'll mark it right close to that 24-yard line.
Jack Packer's kick is returned by number 10, Jace Jokum. To the Lions' 25-yard line, they'll take over there, 1st and 10.
So a good challenge for Linton early on is to see how they're going to handle what I would consider some adversity to be down 7-0 early in this game. Let's see how they handle it.
So 1st and 10 here for the Linton-HMB Lions, and there'll be a pitch out into the backfield, and it'll be a short gain of about 2.
He was met with a really nice tackle there by Trey Heinrich. So far, I mean, early on, you've got the Vikings looking very sharp. Like I said, Trey Heinrich has a really nice hit there to start off the defensive play for the Vikings.
Once again, starting quarterback here for the Lions is Trace King. His receivers are Joe Fody, Landon Bush, and Grant Bush. And he'll fake the handoff, roll out to his right, and King with a pass that was dropped, incomplete, bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 for Linton-HMB right now. You really got to pick up some yardage here. You got to get some momentum going your way. You don't want this to slip away right now. So if you're Linton-HMB, you're a Lion fan, you're really hoping for that 1st down and they can move the chains here.
Well, last week the fans in the stands shook our camera. We got a little bit more secure this week. There's a handoff, trying to go right up the middle, maybe picked up about 2, and then he was pushed back. I'm guessing forward momentum will get him at least 1.
Yeah, I think they give that tackle to Jacob Hyatt there, but there was a whole host of Vikings there. Defense looks strong to start off the game. Linton's going to have to punt it away, 4th and 7 on their own 28.
So the clock will continue to tick at 10:33 and counting here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. It's the Kindred Vikings 7, the Linton-HMB Lions 0 here. First drive for the Vikings, an 81-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. The first drive for the Lions ending in a punt here. And that's a high snap. And it'll be picked up at about the 6, and he'll boot it away, and it goes, I thought it went out of bounds, but it took an inward bounce and rolls all the way back to the 40. So what turned out to be disaster turned in to be about a 55-yard punt.
Well, Dean Vetter, they talk about him being a great athlete, and that was a great display of athleticism. He somehow managed to pick up about, 40 yards on that punt? Maybe not quite 40, 35 yards on that punt. So great job of minimizing the damage there by Dean Vetter.
Well, we'll see what Max McQuillan and crew can do here for the Vikings on their true first possession of the ball game. They'll set up with a 3-receiver set.
Yep.
Make that a 4-receiver set, and they're looking to pass.
Trips to the right, Beaver wide open.
And they got it to Beaver, and he'll break by 1 tackle, and he's brought down inside the 25 at about the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. It'll be good for a 1st and 10.
So Charlie Beaver, all he's done so far today is score an 80-yard touchdown, and now he's picked up about another 40 yards on a 1st down completion. I think he's got to step it up here a little bit. Come on, Charlie.
Yeah, he's setting the bar pretty high for himself right now.
Yeah.
So this time it's a 2-receiver set, and they got 1 man in the backfield here for the Kindred Vikings. 9:40 and counting to go here, and McQuillan will look to that far side, and maybe a little getting away with a push-off there, but the pass will fall incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Vikings.
Broken up by number 15.
Well, so far the Vikings come out with a couple passes. They're aggressive. The first one works out great. Second one, a nice play, no negative yardage. Look, I'm looking to a run here right now and get that offensive line involved to see what kind of push they can get against the Lions defense.
Ball on the 24-yard line, 2nd down and 10 here for the Kindred Vikings. 9:31 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Vikings here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. It'll be a delayed handoff, and he'll break through the middle, and he's got a little bit of pushing room, and he pushes his way up to the 15-yard line. It's Trey Heinrich on the carry.
Yep, nice run by Trey. He's very elusive. He's an athletic young man. He gets to about the 11-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Offense for the Vikings is looking real strong early on.
Clock continues to tick inside, 9:15 to go now.
I expect another run here. Look like they got good push.
Heinrich behind McQuillan here with one receiver out to the near side. They will indeed hand it off to Heinrich. Right up the middle, and it's almost as if nobody was there. And it is a 16-yard touchdown run for Trey Heinrich.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, I was going to say something there, but our PA guy, Mr. Eric Dick, took over the airwaves there. But what a great job of blocking by the offensive line there. Trey's an athletic kid, physical runner. He didn't really need to show too much of that off there because of the hole that the offensive line provided for him.
There's the snap and the hold for Riley Sunram, and she is 2 for 2.
Well, one of the keys to the game was for the Vikings to get off to a fast start.
Well, I think they've accomplished that.
Yes.
So one key down and maybe a couple more to go. We'll see. We'll take a timeout. It's 14-0 Vikings here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. We'll be back in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, did the kickoff a little bit sooner than we thought they would here. But mental note made, and
number 29, Xavier Volt.
Yeah, Xavier Volt on the return there. A little better field position for the Lions. They're going to start with it on their 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Really need to respond here. If you're a Lion fan, let's start with the first down. I mean, let's make sure we're moving the ball and little by little picking away.
I want to say hi to Tammy. She says, shake it off. Come on, Lion. Come. Tammy says, let's go Lions. I tried, Tammy. There's a nice run there up the middle.
That's well put, Tammy, and the Lions answer her call. They definitely need to shake it off, and Nathan Holzer's on the right track there for the Lions. They pick up a first down on a nice run to start off their second drive.
So, yeah, like you said, first down. That moves the ball up to the 42-yard line here for the Linton-Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions. They'll send 2 receivers out to each side with 2 men in the backfield here for the Lions. Vikings and Lions. Sounds like an NFC North matchup.
Yeah.
And there's a nice little run there. He gets it up to about the 48. That's probably where they'll likely spot it. You know what? Correction. It looks like he'll be back at about the 47. Pick up a 5, bring up second down and 5.
Yeah, Nathan Holzer with another nice run. The offensive line for the Lions going to work here. 2 real positive gains for them. Bring up second and 4. Very manageable situation for the Lions.
Two receivers set. Looks like a possible running play again, and they will indeed hand it off once more. Here, that is check that, Holzer. Holzer may have lost one on that. He'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll see.
3rd and 3. He picked up a couple there. There was a good push on the offensive line by the Lions.
Gain of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 as they try to cross midfield.
.707 and counting to go here in the first quarter of play. If you're just joining us, the Vikings get an 81-yard opening kickoff return for a touchdown from Charlie Beaver. And then Trey Heinrich will take it in from 16 yards out on their next possession. And Sunram would knock in the other 2 points to make it 14-0 as the Lions enter into the Vikings side of the field there on another run by Nathan Holzer.
Yeah, they're in a 4th and short here. I expect them to go for it on 4th and short. They're across midfield. They're getting better, much better push this drive. They've got some very athletic and strong kids up front, and they're doing a good job. So big play for the Lions right now. Vikings, of course, doing everything they can to stop the Lions and get them back. The crowd gets amped up here. 4th and short.
And it'll be a QB keeper, and he got what he needed, but not much more than that.
Yeah, Trace King, nice job there. He gets to the line quick, gets the ball fast, and does exactly what the Lions are looking for him to do. Get the 1st down. One of the keys to the game is seeing how Trace King can play today. I know that they're looking forward to some good play out of their young quarterback. Not real young, but junior quarterback. And he shows some great leadership there.
Come on, Lions, fight back and shake it off. That's what she said. And she's chuckling back home. So.
All right, that's good.
Yeah. Well, a lot cleaner broadcast so far this time than this time last week. Let's say that way.
Yes, shotgun formation, and we got a false start against the Lions. They've been sticking to a pro formation with the 2 receivers. They go into shotgun here now and cause a little bit of problems. Not the way you want to start off that after getting a nice 1st down. So they'll be 1st and 15 back on their side of the field.
So I'll back the Lions up.
Going to stay in shotgun. Dean Vetter behind King.
And Vetter would serve as a potential blocker as
well, they pick up 5 yards on that.
King, yeah, go ahead.
King Vetter in as the lead blocker. There's going to be some problems against the Lions here, though. It looks like it's going to be probably a holding against the Lions.
Yeah, I was drawing a blank on the quarterback's name, and that's why. So thank you for taking over there.
No problem.
That moment of silence there.
That penalty is a 10-yard penalty.
So the Lions see a lot of positivity, and now to start off, after getting across half field, they've put their back against the wall. Some adversity here that they need to fight through. Back to the normal pro formation here.
1st and long. Officially 1st and 25 from the 39. King will drop way back looking to pass, and he's got his man caught at the 40, brought up over the 45 to about the 47, maybe the 48 with forward momentum, and that's going to be good for a pickup of about just shy of 10 and set up a 1st and about 14.
2nd and 14. That's
2nd and 14. Yeah.
Landon Bush on the play. You're right. He dropped back very aggressively and made a nice pass to Landon Bush, and Bush helped to get some of that yardage back. We're at 2nd and 15. We're going to go Twins here. We got 4 receivers for the Lions. Bush in motion.
Far side to near. Shotgun snap, looking to that far sideline and diving for it, but not able to make the grab there. The intended receiver was Grant Bush.
Yeah, nice coverage there by Caleb Klobundy, and a really good effort by Grant Bush trying to catch that ball. Going to be 3rd and 15 here. Little interesting fact here is that Grant Bush and Landon Bush are twins. So they got a receiver cornerback twin combination, and so do the Vikings. They have the Klobundy twins with Lucas and Caleb Klobundy.
That is the battle of the twins here on a Vikings-Lions matchup. And a nice grab by Bush. I think he got it before he went out of bounds.
No, they called him out of bounds.
Oh, they
there.
did call him out of bounds. Okay, that'll stop the clock then.
So we're going to be 4th and 15 for the Lions. Some positive things out of the Lions on that drive. They certainly have showed the potential that they can get some push against the Vikings. Unfortunately, they had a couple penalties that set them back. So they'll have to kick it back to the Vikings. Dean Vetter back to kick. Hopefully his job is a little bit easier than it was last time.
And there'll be a little bit of pause in the action here. As I believe that's Kulbundi back tying his shoe. And it is Kulbundi. Caleb, to be more specific, he's back and he's walking back to about his own 11, 12-yard line. He continues to walk back. He's inside his own 10 now. And he'll stop right there at the 10. And they'll get the kick away, and that's a nice boot there. One hop picked up by Kulbundi, and he'll be brought down over the 20 at about the 21.
Yeah, Landon Bush on the tackle there. Nice play by Landon, and much better snap by the long snapper for the Lions. Vetter does a nice job of kicking it deep into Kindred territory, or at least flipping the field a little bit, as the Vikings will start with it on their 22.
And that'll bring us right to the 4-minute mark of the broadcast here. For everybody watching at the Knickerbocker and Hickson, we certainly appreciate you tuning in, and we hope that you're enjoying the broadcast. For everybody watching back home in the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock area, we thank you for tuning in, and we wish your team the best of luck in today's game.
Vikings go trips to the left with Carter Schmitz, the lone receiver, on the right. Throw the ball over to Lucas Kulbundi, and again, a real nice athletic play by the Lions. Joe Fody with stepping up very nicely and limiting the gain for the Vikings. It'll be 2nd and 7 on their own 25.
As the clock ticks inside, 4 minutes to go now, the Vikings will huddle up as Kulbundi will come in from the sideline, and exiting is Charlie Beaver. So once again, the ball placed at the 25, 2nd down and 7 here. Man in motion. And it's a handoff, and right up the middle, and he'll bust through, and Heinrich still on his feet over the 40, 45 across midfield, brought down at about the 48-yard line.
Well, the offensive line for the Vikings are just, I keep talking about how physical and strong they are. They do such a great job, and then once Trey gets to the second level, he's such an athletic and elusive running back. I've used those words before, but he does such a nice job of making guys miss and gets a big gainer out of that, and the Vikings are now just like that into Lions territory, 1st and 10 on their 45.
Just inside 3 minutes to go. Another shotgun snap and another handoff to Heinrich. And Heinrich gets tripped up. He only had about one man to beat, and he would have been gone had he not gotten tripped up.
Yeah, I think that was number 15, Justin Chosick, that had maybe the touchdown-saving tackle.
And that's another Viking. First down.
Carter Schmitz and Charlie Beaver are going to check back in for the Vikings. Caleb Kulbundi and Trey Heinrich come out. Trey deserving a drink after a couple of hard runs. Carter Schmitz now in the backfield. Charlie Beaver, the lone receiver, on the right. Going to go into motion.
And there'll be a handoff there. Carter Schmitz, and Schmitz gets brought down inside the 15. And that should be good for a first down, maybe. It's going to be really close.
Looks like they're going to be about 2nd and 1 here on the 22-yard line of the
2nd and 1 for the Vikings.
On the 22-yard line, 2nd and 1. Caleb Kulbundi checking back into the game. One minute and 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Vikings off to a great start. Linton trying to stop them from getting into the end zone for the 3rd time in the first quarter.
And they'll send Beaver in motion again. And a handoff, and that'll pick up about maybe 3 or 4. It's good for a first down.
Yep, Max McQuillan with the quarterback keeper. He read that perfectly. Had he given it to Charlie Beaver, it would have been a tackle for a loss, but great job by Max McQuillan to hang on to it. He runs for 7 yards and gets the Vikings a first down. 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line.
So they can get one more first down without scoring a touchdown if they choose that approach. We'll see if the Lions defense can hold up here.
Trey Heinrich back in the game. Fake to him. Charlie Beaver.
And that is a 16-yard touchdown pass to put the Vikings up 20-0 with the PAT attempt upcoming.
Well, Charlie Beaver having a great game here today. Like we said earlier, starts it off with an 81-yard kickoff return. Had another big catch on a previous drive, and now he gets himself a second touchdown on that 16-yard reception. Jordan Sunram on to kick her third extra point.
That one's up, and that one is no good. I was waiting for it there. The officials looked at each other just like I kind of looked at you, saying, was that good or not?
Well, the one on the right was looking at the one on the left, and he's kind of looking at him like, but he says no good. He made the decision.
So that will bring us to the kickoff here. It's coming up in 30 seconds. It's 20-0 in favor of the Lions here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Back in a moment.
At Superior Grain Equipment, we're committed to quality and service, offering you the best in grain storage and dryers for any size operation. Our experts will work with you to determine the most efficient and economical storage solution for your needs. We help protect your bottom line and your future with the industry's best bins and warranties. Make the superior choice for protection today and tomorrow with Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, we are back here, and the kickoff is taken at the 12-yard line. And he will not get much further than that. He gets pushed out at about the 21, and it'll be a gain of about maybe 7 or 8 on the return, depending on where they spot it.
Well, Kylan Swenson comes in there real hard, gets a really physical tackle there to start the Linton Lions off on their own 25-yard line.
Want to say hi to Jim watching from North Carolina. Thank you, Jim, for tuning in. Certainly appreciate you tuning into all these broadcasts here for North Dakota High School Athletics.
Lions are back into a pro formation with a fullback, running back, and 2 receivers. They give the handoff to number 22, Nathan Holzer. Just a minimal gain here. Probably picks up 2 yards. Going to be around 2nd and 8 for the Lions as they get to right around the 27-yard line. We'll call it the 28-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Gain of 3.
2nd and 7 for the Lions.
Okay, we'll go with 7 then. And just under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and it's been all Vikings so far.
More than likely the last play of the quarter here. 16 seconds on the play clock, 18 seconds in the quarter. Trace King, he's going to pass it. Not the last play. Yep, maybe it is.
Over the middle there. It's a short gain there on the reception by number 81. That's Landon Bush. And that will actually stop the clock. Somebody will take a timeout or something here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we have a stoppage there. Did they think it was a first? Oh, they are giving him the first down.
Okay, they're giving him that would explain the stoppage then.
Sure, I thought he put up. I didn't see him. So we got 1st and 10. I think the clock's going to run out on the first quarter. Great start by the Vikings as they're going to go into the second quarter leading 20-0.
All right, 1 quarter in the books, and so far so good for the team in blue here at Jerlow Field in Kindred, North Dakota. Here on the Superior Grain scoreboard, Kindred Vikings 20, Linton-HMB Lions 0, the second quarter here in 45 seconds.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
All right, welcome back. It's 20-0 here between the first and second quarter as we move into quarter number 2 of play. Here at Jerlow Field here in Kindred, North Dakota. Mike Mason alongside Josh O'Maris. Maybe one day Mason will be up here helping me.
Yep.
But right now Mason's on the sideline looking to get into this ball game at some point. So he's got to play football before he can broadcast
that's
it, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
And the first play of the second quarter, not much.
Yeah, hand off to Dean Vetter. He goes up the middle, maybe picks up 2 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play, tackled by number 75.
Going to be 2nd and 8 here. Now Linton-HMB, they fought hard against Hazen. They were down that whole game. This is a team of fighters. I expect for them to put together a good drive here to start off the second quarter. I think that's got to be their MO right now, is continue to see progress and improvement. I'm looking for them to get into Kindred territory and fight to get in the end zone on this drive.
Something tells me that even though Kindred had that nice first quarter that they had, as that pass falls incomplete for third down, that even if the Lions don't come out on the win side, I don't think they're going to be shut out here. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's a very strong football program and a team like we had talked about earlier. They're the 9-man champions last year, beat Cavalier in the Fargo Dome. So they're definitely not going to back away, and as the hometown crowd is saying, keep fighting.
So a 3-step drop. He's looking to the right. He'll pass, and that one's going to fall down incomplete, and they'll bring up 4th down.
Good coverage by Carter Schmitz and Jorgen Swenson for the Vikings. So they don't make the drive that I think they were hoping to make. And they're probably going to have to punt it away here. They're a little bit too deep into their own territory to go for it on 4th down. Looks like we've got Caleb Klabundy and Charlie Beaver back for the Vikings to receive.
And those 2 young men are back at about their own 15 and 13-yard line to receive this kick. Beaver back on the 15, Klabundy on the, Beaver on the 13, Klabundy on the 15, and now this one will roll back, and they'll come to a standstill at about the 20-yard line. And
Battle of the 81s on the field there. Jack Olson working hard against Landon Bush. And the Kindred Vikings will start with the ball. 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line.
Clock is stopped with 11:01 to go here in the second quarter of play. 71 degrees here in South Kindred. The parking lot is full. The stands are full. There's maybe a couple seats if you are close by and you want to come to the game in person. And it's not going to get too chilly. Maybe bring a hooded sweatshirt. That's about the maximum. And a nice pass over the middle, and he just needed a little bit more speed or an extra step, and he would have been into the end zone, but it results in a 1st down. And not a lot of button pushing for me to do here when Kindred has the ball. It's usually 1st down and something. So.
Yeah. Justin Chosick, that's his 2nd touchdown-saving tackle today. Really, really nice fake by Max McQuillan on that pass. Got the safety to move over to the other wide receiver and had Carter Schmitz wide open. Carter makes the catch and picks up some big yardage. Big gain for the Vikings. 1st and 10 on the Lion 40-yard line.
10:32 and counting. And a fake snap, direct snap there into the, is that Heinrich?
Jacob Hyatt.
Jacob Hyatt. That's one jersey number off.
A little trickery there. Max pretends that the snap's going over his head, and it's a direct snap to Jacob Hyatt. Pick up 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 4. Charlie Beaver coming out of the game here. Clock moves to under 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
As the Vikings break their huddle, they'll send one man out to the near side here. And
Connor Rowland, the only receiver, and Trey Heinrich back in the game at running back.
And Rowland will go in motion, and they'll hand it off there to Heinrich. And he gets maybe 1 on that play.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. Second and 4, going to be 3rd and 2-ish here. Trey does a nice job there once again of looking like he's going to be contacted at the line of scrimmage and keeps those feet moving. And he's able to pick up 2 yards. 3rd and short for the Vikings.
And they'll send Roland out to, I believe that's Roland.
No, we're back
no,
to
it's
Lucas
Klabundy.
Klabundy check. Yep.
Klabundy to the near side. They'll hand it off to Heinrichs again. He'll slip in the backfield and then touching up Heinrichs for the tackle.
Gentry Richter gets some great penetration in there. Just a freshman.
I was just about to say that. He's a freshman, and if he continues to make plays like that, that's something for the Lions fans to look forward to the next 3 to 4 years.
Absolutely, that's a big play for them. They tackle for a loss there by Richter, puts the Vikings back for 4th and 3. And this is a big play for the Lions right now. You stop the Vikings, you get the ball back, and now you can get that drive we were talking about earlier.
And we'll see if they can do that. Looks like he's going to pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. So that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yep, I believe that was Riley Richter on the pressure there. Don't know if there's a relationship between those two young men, but it's the Richter combination that ultimately got the Lions back. Gentry Richter with a tackle for a loss, Riley Richter with some pressure, causing McQuillan to have to throw that ball earlier than probably what he would like to have.
So I'll stop the clock with 8:25 to go here in the second quarter of play.
Lions come to the ball in the same pro formation they seem to feel the most comfortable in.
King will hand it off. A little bit of space there, and he tried to get around a couple of tackles, and on the carry there was Nathan Holzer.
Yeah, Nathan Holzer running behind. It looked like Derek Vetter with some good blocks there. Derek Vetter on the line, a real strong-looking kid who had a nice hole there for Holzer, and he attacked it, picks up right around 5 yards to be 2nd and 5 here for the Lions.
38-yard line here, 12 yards shy of entering into Kindred Viking territory, and just inside 8 minutes to go here before halftime. King will fake the handoff. He'll look over the middle. He's got a lot of time, and he's got a lot of room on that far side. Now he lets it go, and he's got a wide-open receiver at the 30, at the 20. He cuts inside, 15-10. He's still on his feet. He's into the end zone.
Well, Joe Fody, he makes a great catch there. I mean, he's wide open. He has to catch that ball. King does a fantastic job of extending that play, but after Fody makes that catch, he made a couple guys miss and ran that ball into the end zone. Did an excellent job, but kudos to King on breaking free, giving himself some more time, some good protection there, and this is exactly what the Lions needed. We know they're not going to go down without a fight. They're going to continue to battle, and that's exactly what the Lions fans were hoping to see on this drive.
That turned out to be a 62-yard touchdown pass for the Lions, and now they'll see if they can tack on the extra point here. And that one is right, almost splitting the uprights right down the middle.
So Dean Vetter does it all. He is an impressive athlete. He's the kicker and the place kicker and the fullback and excellent on defense. The Lions, like I said earlier, they get a big stop. The 3rd down and 4th down by the Richter brothers to turn that ball back over to them on downs, and a great play by King passing on to Fody with Fetter adding on one more point. Lions won't quit, 20-7 here with 7.5 left in the second quarter.
We'll take a 15-second timeout, come back with the kickoff right after this. All right, welcome back. Making an adjustment on our camera here. It seems to be a little awkward at the moment. That looks a little better. We'll see if it continues to be better here as we move forward.
jamming out to some Africa here.
Is it the original version? Oh, they shut it off.
Yep.
Just as
we have gotten a lot of rain here in Kindred. It is greened up, no doubt about it. It is beautiful up here. You can see the green, lush grass.
Most of that rain came yesterday.
Scary moment for the Vikings. They run an onside kick and drill Jack Olson in the leg, but I think that was Kylan Swenson. Jorgen Swenson, excuse me. Jorgen Swenson saves the day and makes sure the Vikings get the ball. That would have been an even bigger turn in events if the Lions could have went 4th down, stop, touchdown, and picked up the onside-ish kick, we'll call it.
Yeah, I couldn't word it any better than you just did. So 1st and 10.
Fake to Heinrich.
Nice pass and a nice grab up over the 45 down to about the 43 on the reception there for the Vikings.
Chase Miller.
Chase Miller.
Yep, very nice play. Good handoff there. Good protection. Quick throw by McQuillan, and Chase Miller with some good hands to haul that in. Be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Just like that, they're in the Lions territory. Charlie Beaver on the wide receiver on the near side with Lucas Klabundy up top. Heinrich remains the running back with Jacob Hyatt as his fullback, who he was going to run behind.
And a pickup of about maybe 3.
Well, Riley
2
Richter,
for sure.
Yeah, Riley Richter, he's a sophomore, so we've got a freshman and a sophomore really wreaking havoc for the Vikings right now. He's back in that backfield very quick. Trey didn't get behind Hyatt like I think he wanted to, so those Richters right now are really causing some problems for the Vikings.
Well, the Vikings break the huddle. 2nd and 7 from the 41-yard line.
Similar formation, except for Beaver goes in motion.
They'll hand it off there. Heinrich up the middle, and he gets brought down just inside that 30-yard line. Matter of fact, they'll mark it just a hair inside the 30. It's good for a 1st down.
One of the things that really is impressive about Trey is he gets that right foot down and is very, very explosive up the middle. Could have been a tackle for just a minimal gain, but he plants that foot and he's so quick, like I said, and athletic, and is able to turn that into a 1st down. 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line.
Take the snap, he's looking. Now he goes to the opposite side, tosses it, and into the end zone, incomplete, as both the Lions defender and the Vikings receiver diving for a possible catch/interception, but neither one will come up with what they were hoping for.
Yep, Lucas Klabundy, the intended receiver there, and once again, Justin Chosick. He's done a really good job on the defensive side today. He had some good coverage there. Chosick with another touchdown saving effort on the defensive side for the Lions.
Isn't that his 3rd that way?
Yeah,
even though we're not keeping track of it officially.
Quick throw over to Caleb Klabundy there. He's going to get a gain out of this, but there is a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be holding against the Vikings. Trips up to the right there, so there must have been some illegal block going on. I didn't see anything, but...
Yeah, neither did I, but you were right. I think the PA announcer said illegal block, just as you mentioned, so that'll push him back. Let's see here. Is that a 10-yard penalty? It is, yeah.
Correct. So it'll be 2nd and 10 here. Vikings are going to be set back to the 39-yard. I think I said 2nd and 10, excuse me. It'll be 2nd and 20 as they get that 10-yard penalty. It'll be on their 39-yard line. Lucas Klabundy going to be the receiver on the near side with Charlie Beaver, and then Carter Schmitz and Caleb Klabundy up top. Trey Heinrich, the lone back, as McQuillan's going to call for the ball. Little screen to Trey Heinrich. He is good in the open field, and he just proved that.
Wow.
My goodness, Trey Heinrich, what a fantastic run you just had there. Just outstanding. He gets in the open field, and he's just, like I said, he's elusive, he's athletic, he's fast, just a fantastic run. Great play by Max McQuillan, great protection once again by the offensive line, but Trey Heinrich had 2 guys that it looked like had him wrapped up, and he just makes them miss, gets down the field, fantastic touchdown there by Trey Heinrich.
Yeah, it turns out to be a 36-yard touchdown pass, excuse me.
Jordan Sunram on for the extra point. They're going to fake it. Looked like a fake that was drawn up, and Jorgen Swenson takes and throws to Lucas Klobundi to make up the extra point miss from before. It'll be 28-7 in favor of the Vikings with 5 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, they get back the point they lost on that missed extra point last time they scored a touchdown late in the first quarter, and that'll bring up the bring us to the commercial break, and back in about 15 seconds here with the kickoff after this on Magnitude. All right, welcome back to Jerlow Field here in Kindred, North Dakota. Mike Mason alongside Josh Elmerison. The Kindred Vikings leading 28-7. 36-yard touchdown pass into the hands of Trey Heinrich on a little short screen pass. The pass was about 2 yards. The rest of that was Heinrich into the end zone.
Yeah, great run by Trey once again. Jack Packer off to kick off.
That one will be taken just outside the 15. He'll bring it up over the 20 to about the, or I should say over the 25 to about the 27.
Xavier Volk on the return there.
Packer's kick is returned by number 29, Xavier Volk.
So big kudos to the Lions for getting the turnover on downs on fourth down, marching down the field. They almost get the onside kick, but the Vikings respond well. They add a touchdown after giving up the touchdown. Now we got to see what the Lions are going to do. Lions definitely need to see some positivity out of this drive here. So we'll see if they can do that.
Trace King will hand it off, and they'll power their way forward there for 3, maybe 4.
Yep, King on the vetter, big physical, strong young man, one of the 2 seniors here on the Lions team. He's done a lot tonight. Picks up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the Lion 31-yard line. Lions bring in Carter Pfeiffer to the game as a receiver. He'll be on the far side.
Lions will break the huddle here as King works out of the under center. And he'll hand it off, and they'll try and go right up the middle, and he got, I'm going to say he got 1. No, he got 2, up to the 33. Bring up 3rd down and 4.
Another good physical run by Vetter. Vikings are starting to move around a little bit more on defense with the line anyway, and trying to maybe cause a little confusion on that offensive line for the Linton Lions. Lions, of course, played 9-man football last year. 9-man champions with a championship over Cavaliers, so the line movement can be problematic, especially going 9 to 11 man. They, of course, have done a good job with that, starting the year off 2-0.
Yeah, no kidding. And another run up the middle, and he bounces off one would-be tackler. And
yeah, it was a real physical hit, and that's one of the things I really like about watching Max McQuillan play football is he's the quarterback, but when he plays defense, he brings it. Unfortunately for Max on that one, and he'll be the first to admit it, he made a good hit, but didn't wrap up very good, and Lion player slips away and picks up the first down.
1st and 10 now here for the Linton-HMB Lions. They'll send a receiver to each side and have 2 men in the backfield here as Trace King works under center here for the Lions.
Yeah, Bush and Fody as the receivers. They're going to pass too, looking for Bush on the near side. Oh, that was a nice catch.
Oh, and he got it.
Catch.
Right at the 50-yard line, scoots out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yep, excellent route and good hands by Grant Bush there. Keeps his feet in and picks up an important first down for the Lions. Just about to cross half field here on, we'll call it the 50-yard line of the Lions side.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get much closer to the 50 than that, than not being on the 50-yard line. I mean, as we zoom in, there's I mean, it's right on the outer edge of the blue of that 50-yard line right there.
The Lions 50, we'll call it. But a good center, as he does, already gets that across, and there's going to be a false start there. A little bit early movement there. Looked like Massett jumped just a little bit early, was anxious to get going.
That's a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
So I'll bounce him back 5 yards. First down still for the Lions here as clock will tick inside 2:45 towards 2:30. Lions will break their huddle, and they'll send 3 receivers out to the near side, 1 in the backfield with King out of the shotgun.
Yeah, trips to the right for the Lions. They're going to pass it. No, they're going to run the opposite way with King. Good block by Vetter. Unfortunately for the Lions, there's a whole host of other Vikings there. Vetter with a very physical block to take down one man, but the physicality, the strength, and the athleticism of the Kindred Vikings line, also the depth. I mean, they're rolling quite a few guys in there, so they're able to stay pretty fresh. Makes up for that really nice block. Also worth noting, their linebackers are pretty darn athletic too.
Yeah, definitely. Water break timeout here on the field. It's an official's timeout. Ball is back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 15 when we come back from the break here for the Lions right after this here on Magnitude. All right, welcome back. Second quarter of play. We have 2:11 to go here.
Got 2:11 as the Lions are going to go 2nd and 14. They're on their 46-yard. Looks like they're going to go shotgun with trips to the right. King calling for the ball right now, 5 yards behind his center. Rolls to the right.
And a little pass. Did he catch it?
Yeah, Grant
yes,
Bush
he did.
on the catch there. He's showing some good hands. King is doing a nice job buying himself some time there. Bush does a nice job of collecting that ball in. Grant Bush there with the reception. Making third a little more manageable, but it's still 3rd and long, so 3rd and 9.
That's their 2nd of the first half.
Looks like we had a timeout before that by the Vikings, so the Vikings call their 2nd timeout of the half. They're hungry for more. They're looking to get a stop here, get the ball back, and tack on a few more points before half, which we had said was one of the keys of the game for the Vikings, to come out strong and keep your foot on the pedal. So they continue to plan to do that as they call their 2nd timeout and hope to get a stop here and the ball back.
We'll keep it right here and thank a few of our sponsors, including MJ Nipstad Management Solutions, the Kindred Booster Club, along with Healing Touch Chiropractic out of West Fargo, Kindred Area Community Fund, the Kindred Area Arts Partnership, Superior Grain, and Gotta Go Driving School in Fargo, Kindred Storage, everybody watching at the Knickerbocker in Hickson. I was there last night. You had the Knicker Wings?
I have had the Knicker Wings,
Oh,
yes,
they're the
yes.
best wings I've ever had.
Yep.
So if you have a chance to go there, that's what I recommend.
That is their specialty, the Knicker Wings. Pass up top, Carter Schmitz in coverage. There is a flag on the play.
That could potentially be pass interference. It wasn't much, but hands in the face is all you really need.
Yeah, Joe Fody there in as the receiver. Nice long pass there. Carter Schmitz in coverage, and looks like he'll be the one that gets flagged for pass interference. Big first down there for the Lions as a result of the pass interference. It'll be 1st and 10 for them on the 35-yard line.
First down.
So it's a gain of 14 on the penalty.
Now, Trace King is doing a nice job at quarterback. He's staying comfortable there, making passes that his receivers have opportunities to catch. Here we go again with him set back, patient, and he rolls right. He's going to keep this one, probably a good read on his behalf because it didn't look like he had any receivers open, and a nice chunk of yardage there for the Lions. In fact, looks like it's going to be about a gain of 11.
That should be a first down. Looks like they'll mark it at about the 24-yard line.
Yep, nice decision by King. Good blocking there by the line. And we're going to have a similar formation for the Lions. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Vetter, your lone back.
And King takes the shotgun snap, looks far side.
Carter in coverage.
And he breaks through. And it looks like
Joe Fody.
Yeah. Carter Schmitz, I think, wanted the ref to call like a push-off there.
Yeah, Joe Fody with his second touchdown catch of the day. Again, kudos to King. He's doing a nice job of remaining patient in the pocket, getting some good blocks there. And Joe Fody with a nice catch there put the Lions to potentially an opportunity, or giving the Lions a chance to cut this lead in half with 1 minute and 44 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, after the start that we saw from the Vikings here, to have the Lions within 2 scores, assuming that goes in, and it does, approaching halftime, if they can get a defensive stop here in the final minute 46, minute 44, I'm not saying it's that there's still a lot of football to play, but I mean that's going to be huge if they can get a defensive stop here on the Kindred Vikings before halftime.
Yeah, if they get a defensive stop here, they've got the momentum going into half. I mean, even with the score being 28-14, you get a defensive stop here. They get the ball they receive the ball going into the third quarter. Vikings started with the kickoff, of course. Charlie Beaver, birthday boy, by the way. I don't know how I forgot that. Charlie Beaver with the birthday boy special, 2 touchdowns, leading the game off with a kickoff return. But to your point, if the Lions get a stop here, they're going to get the ball to start the second half, and you're absolutely right. That'll be a big moment for them.
Well, thank a few of our other sponsors, including, I already mentioned the Knickerbocker and the Mustang Seeds, Mr. Clay Erdman, our friend at Mustang Seeds, Kindred State Bank, and Viking Homes here in Kindred. And they're staying plenty busy, built plenty of homes over the last year, that's for sure. Anyway, when I was talking to them, that's what they told me. So.
Yep. In fact, the last time these 2 programs played was back in 2008. That was my first year as a teacher here in Kindred, and things have changed significantly in Kindred. Back then, I think the population was around 600, 625 people. Now we are pushing 800 and have a lot of new action going on, in big part because of Viking Homes.
Yeah. A little squid kick there. It'll be picked up by the Vikings at about the 44-43.
Looks like Blake Hushka on the catch there. So the Vikings will start with the ball on their 43-yard line, and I'm looking for some passing here, Mike. I think that there's going to be some good opportunities for receivers to pick up some yards as we go trips to the right, and Caleb Klubundi, the lone receiver, on the left.
And the Lions have 4 deep for defensively here, possibly looking for that pass that you mentioned. They are going to bring the pass, and it's going to be over the middle, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down inside the 20, close to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, birthday boy Charlie Beaver with another big reception. He's having a fantastic night. Max McQuillan stays patient in the pocket. Great protection once again. And here the Vikings go. They're already knocking on the door.
Could this be a 2-play score? No, it will not.
Carter Schmitz on the reception for a very minimal gain there. Maybe picks up 3, probably looking more like 2 yards. It'll be second and, we'll call it 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8.
Inside a minute 20 to play as the Vikings send 2 to each side, 1 in the backfield.
Things are going to open up for Trey here. I think it's going to be a handoff to Trey, but I'm absolutely wrong.
And they're going to go for the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Intercepted by Grant Bush there. That's a huge play by Grant Bush. The Vikings look like they're going to be getting that ball into the end zone, and Grant Bush says, no, you're not. He jumps up and takes that takes that ball. Max, I'm sure, wishes that he could have that ball back. As it is, the Lions, let's see what they do. They've been passing the ball really nice. Trace King has done a nice job as a quarterback. He's found some open receivers. Let's see what they do with this turnover. They have 55 seconds and all their timeouts remaining.
That is the equivalent of about 4 minutes if you look at it from a mathematical perspective, like I have.
Trace King is going to keep it. Very nice play there by the Vikings line. McCollum Lundy specifically gets some good penetration there. Does a nice job of limiting King's run there. So kudos to Colin Lundy there, senior lineman for the Kindred Vikings, stopping the Lions with a short gain.
So we talked about it not more than a few minutes ago here, right after the Lions scored that touchdown. If they could get a defensive stop, turnover, interception in the end zone, it's a defensive stop, and they got a long field to work with, but 44 seconds and 2 timeouts. And we'll see if they can't maybe punch it into field goal range. I'm not sure what their kicker's range is, but we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, if I'm a Viking coach right now or a player, I'm simply this is what we're saying. We got to stop them. They cannot put any points on the board. The interception, that sucks. Wish it wouldn't have happened, but we have to stop them right now. And if you're the Lions, this could be a really big turning point in the game, because if they go down and score, it'd be a 1-possession game, plus they get the ball going into the third quarter. So this could be a huge momentum switch on this particular drive.
Well, we'll see. I would suspect that, we saw a short play there, but I'm going to have to say they're going to have to toss the ball on a couple of deep attempts here, at least 25 yards. They're going to go with a screen pass to the outside, and he'll get tripped up. Clock will continue to tick as he will not make it out of bounds. He'll be shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, quick toss to Grant Bush there, and Carter Schmitz does an excellent job of making sure he doesn't pick up very much yardage. Third and probably about 7 here, 3rd and 6 officially. Again, we've got the same twin set of receivers. King going for a big one now.
And nearly caught, but it floats through the fingertips of the intended receiver on that far sideline.
Carter Schmitz and Jorgen Swenson in covers there. Both did a very nice job.
And that was Bush, I believe. Yep, Grant Bush on the intended receiver for that one.
So not at all what the Lions were hoping to have happen. And now they have a very big special teams play coming. 18 seconds left. They have to make sure they have a good snap here and get this punt off. I'm expecting a lot of pressure from the Vikings and looking for a block. Timeout. Looks like the Lions are going to call a timeout, but I think you're going to see a lot of pressure by the Vikings. They're going to go for a block here, and Lion fans, you're just hoping Dean Vetter can get this punt away.
Yeah, well, we talked about the defensive stop, and now, a block punt here could potentially result in a touchdown, considering where it's at on the field. And I mean, it doesn't matter what the score is right now. This play is a big play for both teams.
Yes, yep, it is. Like I said, the Lions have got to get this punt off. They had their opening snap was a little bit high. Vetter did a fantastic job of hauling it in and getting it down the field. Just got to make sure they get it off. And like I said, it'll be interesting to see how much pressure the Vikings bring and if they're successful in doing so.
I want to thank our sponsors once again, including Viking Homes, Kindred State Bank, Mustang Seeds, and the Knickerbocker and Hickson. Depending on when this game gets over, I might go there. I'm kind of hungry now that I was talking about those wings earlier.
They are delicious.
Kindred Storage, Gotta Go Driving School in Fargo, Superior Grain, and Kindred Area Arts Partnership. The Linton Lions, 4th and 6, looking to punt this one away. And I think the key here is to just get it away.
And they do. A very nice punt as well.
And that one will go out of bounds, so it'll take a couple seconds off the clock.
Well, once again, I give a shout out to Michael Scott, the team manager. You could zoom in on his jacket down there. He's known now as the manager.
The manager, nice.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Michael Scott. 8th grader at Kindred High School, doing a great job making sure the boys are getting the ball they want. Rah-rah guy. So Michael Scott, the manager, brand new coat.
I want a shirt like that now. He was wearing a suit and tie last week, wasn't he?
He's got a bow tie on today.
Oh, he does have a bow tie on.
He's looking dapper, no doubt, yes. So the Vikings are going to try to punch it in here. They're going to go Hail Mary time. They've got 4 receivers and intend to target Lucas Klabandi, and that was pretty darn close.
Yeah, he almost hit him there in stride, and it just went through his hands and stops the clock with 5.8, so we might see one more of those type of plays coming up here for the Vikings as it's 2nd and 10.
Justin Chosick again on coverage. We've said his name quite a bit tonight. He's doing a nice job out there as a cornerback.
Well, you probably remember it. I probably remember it. Maybe the Linton-HMB fans don't know, but we've seen Kindred win games on Hail Marys. Now, this isn't a game-winning situation at the moment, but
this will be the last play of the half. It looks like Caleb Klabandi, the intended receiver, and it's going to go over his head. And that is, in fact, the final play of the first half. The Vikings will go into the first half with a 28-14 lead. They come off to a fast start. They do an excellent job to lead it off. Linton-HMB says, we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to keep battling. We're going to fight our tails off to the bitter end.
Well, the score may suggest otherwise, but I would say this has been an excellent first half of football for both of these teams.
Yeah, it sure has. Like I said, Kindred came out strong, did exactly what they needed to do. The Linton Lions, they don't back away. I mean, they're going to be a team that fights hard. We talked about that when they went to Hazen. They started off their 11-man season going to Hazen, never led. Tied the game with 14 seconds left and won it in overtime. You said that you've seen them play a couple times, and they like the overtime situations. So they're certainly in position to challenge the Vikings all 4 quarters. And if they keep it close, it's anybody's game.
All right, well, with that said, we will take a timeout. We'll take a peek at the out-of-town scoreboard and come back with our halftime summary and our first half summary. And then we'll take a peek at that out-of-town scoreboard and all that other good stuff. When we return in a moment on the Superior Grain scoreboard, the Kindred Vikings 28, the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions 14 at half. It's been a good one. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming up in about 15 minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
Untamed. It's the honest, hard-working, all-grit lifestyle of the farmer. The strength of a seed that doesn't bow down to the endless trials of Mother Nature. And at Mustang Seeds, it's the family values that have been upheld for over 55 years. It's untamed. It's Mustang Seeds. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. The Kindred Area Community Foundation was established in 2005 as a permanent endowment fund managed by the North Dakota Community Foundation. Earnings from the fund are given as grants every year to nonprofit organizations or government entities that support the 5 communities of Davenport, Hickson, Leonard, Kindred, Walcott, all located within the Kindred School District boundaries. For instructions on how to register your organization and to apply for a grant, visit www.ndcf.net/kindred and click on the Apply tab.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. 28-14 favor the Kindred Vikings here on the Superior Grain scoreboard. Speaking of scoreboards, let's take a look at the Around the League scoreboard. And all these scores that I'm reporting are available on our Twitter feed. If you follow us online, @MagnitudeSN is our Twitter handle. And you can get all the scores that I'm about to tell you in case you missed one right there. And we'll retweet all the other ones that we have. And then we also have on our website at msportsnet.com the Magnitude Sports North Dakota Football Scoreboard. Week 3, all the matchups are there. We're just waiting to fill in the final scores. So later tonight / maybe first thing tomorrow morning, you're looking for a football score from tonight, we'll have it for you. There'll be a few games tomorrow, including one that will be right here on Magnitude. We'll be traveling to Animus, North Dakota for an exciting 6-man football matchup. Drake Animus Raiders will take on the North Border Eagles. Drake Animus 1-1, North Border 2-0. And Drake Animus North Border has had a couple of big wins this season. Drake Animus lost one of their games, and then I'm thinking now maybe they lost both of their games. I'll have to double check that. But let's just put it this way. Both of these teams can put some points on the board, and usually that's what you see in a 6-man football is either a lot of points or a lot of defense, or sometimes a lot of both. So it'll be our debut of 6-man football tomorrow, and we are certainly looking forward to it. We have 2 for sure. We have a third 6-man game pending, and then we have also locked in the third place in championship games in mid-October that we played up in Minot. So those teams to be determined, of course. And then next week we kick off the volleyball portion of the Minnesota portion of our schedule. Barnesville will take on Park Christian. And then Thursday, September 9th, there'll be a volleyball doubleheader. I'll be here in Kindred. The Vikings will take on the Richland Colts. Jason Groth will be and Lance Rock will be in Perham as the Yellow Jackets take on the Hawley Nuggets. And then back to football next Friday. Barnesville will host Barnesville will host Crookston. And then Kindred Northern Cass Jaguars in volleyball on Tuesday the 14th. And you can dig deeper into that schedule at our website at msportsnet.com, and you can find out all of the upcoming games. Once again, you click on the latest news stories to find out all the latest magnitude-related news. And as you can see there, we have all 3 weeks of the football season, the scoreboard complete. Week 1, Week 2, complete with matchups and scores. Week 3, complete with matchups, scores coming within the next few hours. We can tell you that much for sure. Scores that we have so far. Halftime score, TGU 2014 leaders over 4 Winds Minnewacan. Lisbon has, actually I think that game's gone, no it isn't, it's the end of the first. Lisbon leading Ellendale Edgeley Calm 24-0. As we bring it back to our live camera here at Jerlow Field. Lights shining. Let's see here, varsity football final. Benson County falls to North Prairie 30-12. Approaching halftime, the Enderlin Maple Valley Falcons with a 32-0 lead over Griggs Midkota Titans. Let's see here, 11 AA score. Bismarck Demons lead the Shanley Deacons 13-7. That game is at halftime. The battle of West Fargo, the Mustangs and the Packers. Mustangs have a 14-0 lead at halftime over the West Fargo Packers. Another 11 single A final. Wapton defeating Watford City 49-19. Let's see here, Cardinals. They're playing the Grafton Spoilers.
Carrington Cardinals.
Carrington Cardinals, there we go. 16-6, Carrington has the lead over Grafton right now. Rugby with a 16-7 lead over Stanley. Let's see here. And that looks to be, we got another score coming in here. 2:10 to go in the first half. And I believe it's Hart River Cougars leading the New Salem Glen Allen Almont Holsteins. New Salem leads Hart River 20-14. I had that one flip-flop. Central Cass leading Sargent County 13-0. Brendan Maggio to Jake Deutscher with a Jake Deutsch. There we go. For 2 touchdown receptions. One went for 13 yards. The other one went for 49 yards. And Legacy with a 10-0 lead. That's Bismarck Legacy Sabres with a 10-0 lead over Dickinson, approaching the second quarter of play. And that's all the updates that we have so far at this point in our out-of-town scoreboard. So once again here on the Superior Grain scoreboard at halftime, it's the Kindred Vikings 28, the Linton-HMB Lions 14. We're about maybe 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back, wrap up our halftime show, and get you ready for the second half kickoff right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
The Kindred Area Community Foundation was established in 2005 as a permanent endowment fund managed by the North Dakota Community Foundation. Earnings from the fund are given as grants every year to nonprofit organizations or government entities that support the 5 communities of Davenport, Hickson, Leonard, Kindred, Walcott, all located within the Kindred School District boundaries. For instructions on how to register your organization and to apply for a grant, visit www.ndcf.net/kindred and click on the Apply tab. Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
Untamed. It's the honest, hard-working, all-grit lifestyle of the farmer. The strength of a seed that doesn't bow down to the endless trials of Mother Nature. And at Mustang Seeds, it's the family values that have been upheld for over 55 years. It's untamed. It's Mustang Seeds. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back to Jerlow Field here in Kindred. The lights are on. We're at halftime, 28-14, Linton-HMB. But after those, you had the opening kickoff, and then they scored again on that pass played, I believe it was to Heinrich on that second possession. And they got out to that 14-0 lead. But, there wasn't much Linton could do about those 2 possessions. But after those 2 possessions, they really started to dig their feet into the grass and play some stronger defense and play some better offense. They were able to sneak out a couple of touchdowns. And, if they get a tackle on that opening kickoff, it's possibly a 1-possession game right now.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the Linton Lions and how they fight. I'm not surprised by it. As I said, they've had to make the transition from 9-man to 11-man. They're 2-0. They were never leading against Hazen in the opening round. They go on and score late in that game, beat them in overtime. So I'm not surprised by it. I am very impressed by it. The Vikings actually go out to a 20-0 lead, and look like this game could slip away from the Lions, but they get a 62-yard touchdown to Fody. The Vikings answer right back, and then the Lions answer right back again. So certainly they put themselves in position to win this game. I think it'll be an exciting second half. It's fully dark here, 8:02 sunset. We lost 14 minutes of daylight from last week. It was 8:16 sunset in Kindred right now. I'm sure our viewers don't care so much about that, but I'm a science guy, so I'm going to throw that in there as Jack Packer gets ready to kick off the second half in Kindred.
And we'll get the clock set to 12 minutes here in just a moment. You think with a 15-minute halftime you'd remember to do that, but I did not. That was 100% my fault. So, Josh, if you want to take over for 2 seconds, I'll get the clock fixed.
Sure, Xavier Volk there on the return. Looks like he was run out of bounds by Jorgen Swenson. And the Linton Lions, as we talked about, they're getting the ball to start off the second half. This is an opportunity, a big opportunity. If they can get this game within 1 possession, it'll be interesting to see how the Vikings respond. Of course, the Vikings defense, they're looking to not let them even get close to the end zone. So opening drive of the second half, we'll see who gives.
1st and 10 here from the 22-yard line for the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions. And, so far, one play they've done exactly what you were suggesting they might do, is not let them really get much at all.
Yeah, run to the right side for the Lions. Jack Packer, big, strong young man. He's messing things up there on the line, and a whole host of the athletic linebackers for the Vikings jump in there as well. So a very good job by Jack Packer and Riley Sunram to stop that. Of course, Colin Lundy's the other guy as the defensive line there. Real strong, athletic bunch for the Vikings.
And we got youngster number 6 getting the kickoff tee off the field there.
That is a little Safe guy, the assistant coach, Nate Safe's son.
Oh, gotcha. Rolling out here is King, and he dropped the ball.
Oh, what a fantastic play by Riley Sunram. Riley Sunram gets great penetration there, wreaks all kinds of havoc, knocks that ball out of King's hand, and Jack Packer's on the spot to say, thank you, buddy, I'll pick up that ball, and that's a big swing here to start off the third quarter for the Vikings.
Number 75, Riley Sunram.
Stops the clock with exactly 11 minutes to go as the ball is turned over, and it's 1st and 10 now for the Vikings from the 11-yard line.
The biggest question right now is who's given the pregame and halftime talk to the Vikings, because they've come out both times with authority here. So,
well, make sure you hire that guy to do that in all future games too.
Yes.
Heinrich will take the carry, but there's a whistle, and there is a flag over on the far side of the field.
Going to be a false start, going to set the Vikings back 5 more yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. Should we make note, Mike, of the error we made? Grafton was not playing the Carrington Cardinals. It was the
Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. I was going to say that, and then I put my phone down to turn on the light as it got a little bit dark up here. So, but yeah, that Carrington Grafton score is actually Langdon Grafton that we reported. So,
hand off there to Trey Heinrich. Man, I tell you what, that young man, I said it before, but he is a fantastic running back. Just a junior, he's going to have another opportunity to play. Obviously, he's not looking at next year, but he's got 2 seasons left early on in the season. He really makes a lot out of nothing there. It kind of looked like it could have been a broken play. Max McQuillan does a great job of getting the ball to Trey, and Trey takes care of the rest. What a fantastic run. He's having a fantastic game tonight, so kudos to Trey Heinrich on a very nice touchdown, his 3rd of the night.
34-14 with 10:53 to go. Sunram's kick is through down the middle, and it's 35-14.
Jordan Sunram is 3 for 4 on points after the touchdown tonight. Her average is continuing to be very impressive. Good job, Jordan Sunram, on kicking your 3rd point after touchdown.
We'll be back in 15 seconds here with the kickoff.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
All right, welcome back. Vikings kick it off, leading 34-14 here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. They'll be bobbled and picked up at about the 22. They'll cut inside, gain about 5 more, push it up close to the 30, and we'll see where they spot it. My guess is the 29.
Looks around like the 29, and number 29, Xavier Volk, is the guy who brought it there. So 29 brings it to the 29, and we have 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Another great start by the Vikings as they get the turnover of the Lions and then punch it into the end zone on a fantastic run by Trey Heinrich. See how the Lions respond.
And it'll be a handoff, and he'll try and go up the middle, and he's going to not be brought down initially, but he still doesn't gain a lot, even though he bounced off a couple tackles there. The Vikings were right there to pick up their own trash, I guess you could say.
Yeah, nice run by Holzer there. There was contact made right around the line of scrimmage, and he keeps his feet moving, picks up 5 yards, and makes it a much more manageable 2nd down, 2nd and 5 on the Lion 35.
Receivers to each side, 2 men in the backfield with King working under center. We'll take the snap, hand it off, and not much. Maybe 1
Yeah, and this is a compliment to, again, what the Vikings are able to do. They now have Blake Hushka in there with Mason Nipstead and continue to have senior Colin Lundy out there. So they have two fresh defensive linemen there with Jack Packer and Riley Sunram getting some rest. So the fact that they can continue to rotate these young men in there, they're all very, very strong. I have the pleasure of coaching them in track, some 50-foot shot putters. They're a pleasure to work with. So they're fresh and they're ready. These two now are looking to prove what they can do on the defensive line after Jack and Riley did a great job on the previous possession.
King out of a shotgun somehow avoids everybody. Another Kindred Viking slips and falls, and he will pick up about maybe 6.
What a fantastic run there by Trace King. We talk about making nothing or something out of nothing, and he turns what should have been a loss into a pickup of about 6 yards, gain of 7 officially, and it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Lion 42-yard line.
Well, on the flip side, the bright side for the Kindred Vikings, their back part of that defense had pretty good coverage on all the Linton receivers. He had nowhere to throw the ball, and as you just reflected on, he was able to turn a run into that and make some yards and a 1st down. He's still looking to pass, and he'll be brought down for a loss this time. Loss of about maybe 4 on the play.
Yeah, this time the Vikings get to him. Ty Raisler on the tackle there. He steps up, makes a really nice play. Nice, call it a sack because it is. Be a 2nd and 15 on a loss of 15. Great job by Ty Raisler there of hauling down King.
Well, they'll call it a loss of 4, I guess, so we'll call it a loss of 4 as well. 2nd and 14, according to our PA announcer, which we love. Once again, go ahead.
Lions change up their formation here, and they've got a single receiver with 2 backs. Looking to pass, though, King. Excellent coverage there by number 24, Trey Heinrich.
Yeah,
yes.
Breaking up that pass there that was intended for Joe Fody.
Well, he's having a great game. We've talked about him quite a bit tonight. Trey Heinrich with great coverage. Bring up 3rd and 14 with the Lions having the ball in their 38 as Riley Sunram checks out of the game. And now we've got a new defensive lineman, not new, but new in the half, Max Opgren into the game. Another, again, shout out to those defensive line. They're deep.
And if your camera's shaking, that's not us. That's the fans in the stands. Looking for a big defensive stop there. They'll get it to Bush. Bush will break through and squeak up over the 50-yard line. That should be about a yard short of the 1st down. It'll bring up about 4th and 1.
Yeah, really nice play by the Lions there. King again goes and drops back about 50 yards. What seems like it, probably only 10.
Yeah.
And then on to Bush, and Bush is a very athletic young man and almost crosses midfield with that reception. Lions are going to be going for it here. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Well, this is going to be a big play here, more so for the Lions than offensively than it would be if Kindred got a defensive stop here. Lions would really like to see a 1st down on this play. They're not going to get it. He initially got popped in the backfield there by Jack Packer, and that was enough to allow his teammate to catch up and bring him down.
Yeah, that's one thing that really the Vikings have to their advantage is that defensive line is not only just strong, athletic young men, but there's a lot of them, so they can continue to rotate guys in and out, and they're playing. I mean, we're into the 3rd quarter. We're halfway through the 3rd quarter here, or almost halfway through the 3rd quarter, and they're fresh. Getting the success that they're seeing is contagious as well. If one guy does it, the next guy wants to do it, and it continues to happen over and over again as they get the turnover on downs.
7:07 to go here. 1st and 10 for the Vikings from midfield. Man in motion, far to near. They'll hand it off. That's Charlie Beaver.
Charlie Beaver, the birthday boy, with a nice run here. Excellent run.
Spinning around, dives forward up to about the 35. His helmet comes off, so I believe he'll be forced to come out for at least one play.
Gain of 15.
Gain of 15 on the play.
1st down, nonetheless.
1st down.
Gonna give 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the Lion 35-yard line.
Did I say 1st and 15? I might have. I apologize.
I didn't hear it, Mike.
Okay,
so
well
I don't
then,
know. We'll say.
Nobody heard
but I'm
it.
sure
then.
we're making mistakes every now and then, or at least I am. Uh-oh.
Ooh, bad snap, and luckily for the Vikings fans, their players fall on it.
Yeah, speaking of mistakes, Vikings must feel bad that we're making mistakes, and they want to let us know that everybody's human. So Max McQuillan and Carter Schmitz there talk over what happened on that handoff. Carter falls on the ball to stop the disaster from getting any worse.
2nd and 13. Ball on the third. Check that. Where's the ball at? It's on the 38-yard line.
Kylan Swenson, he gets a carry here. He evades a tackle in the backfield and is able to pick up maybe a yard or two. Kylan Swenson, just a freshman. The younger brother of Jordan Swenson, number 22, number 21 and 22, the Swenson brothers.
Once again, I want to say hi to Riley Johnson watching. And Tammy says it's 58 degrees and cool out near the Linton-Bismarck-Mandan area. Here it is 68 degrees and cloudy, and we have a timeout on the field. So that'll stop the clock with 5:26 to go here in the third quarter of play. It's 34-14. Kindred Vikings over the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. We're back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. Third quarter of play, 5:26 to go. Josh, I understand you have an update?
Yeah, we got an update with the Langdon-Grafton game. Langdon continues to lead. Score is now 16-12. Langdon over Grafton. Shout out to my father watching up in Grafton on Magnitude Sports. Hello, Father.
Is that the guy who can give me a haircut?
That's the guy who can give you a haircut, Rogers Corner Cut. Got to head to Grafton for that. Max McQuillan with the quarterback keeper.
He'll bring it up to about the 20, maybe the 19. Looks like they'll mark it at the 20.
Well, he's been watching Trey Heinrich with some fantastic runs. Charlie evaded a couple tackles there, and Max McQuillan says, I want to show you guys that I can do this as well. He picks up 17 yards to put the ball on the 20-yard line of the Lions and give the Vikings 1st and 10. Nice run by Max McQuillan.
Just inside 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Man in motion. That's Beaver in motion. McQuillan will take the snap, and he'll send it into the hands of Beaver. And he'll move inside the 5, brought down at about the 4. Good for a first down. It's 1st and goal for the Vikings.
Great job by Charlie Beaver. Nice catch. Keeps his feet moving. After contact, picks up a few more yards. Now, certainly we're talking about these Vikings doing a great job of running the ball. I'm sure there's some Lions fans out there, and I know Coach, the coach for the Lions, Coach Pernton, is going to be frustrated with the fact that these guys aren't making the tackles. So you could look at it one of two ways. Vikings doing a great job of keeping their feet moving. Lions have to do a better job of tackling.
McQuillan out of the shotgun, Heinrich behind him, and I believe it was a direct snap, and whoever got the snap is into the end zone for a touchdown.
It'll be a direct snap to Jacob Hyatt, and he plows through to bring the Vikings into the end zone, and a 4-yard touchdown run by senior Jacob Hyatt.
Well, we've seen some trickery in the last couple seasons from multiple teams, but that one totally fooled me, and Luckily, I had the camera zoomed out far enough that the camera wasn't fooled by it. We'll see how Sunram does here in this, I believe, her 5th PAT attempt. And that one's right down the middle.
Yeah, great job by Jordan Sunram. She's now 4 for 5 on the night. They've cleaned up a lot of their special team stuff. There was, looks like the blocking is fantastic, and instead of going 5 steps to get to that ball, she's to 3 and looking very, very strong doing so. So good job, Jordan Sunram, on her 4th point after.
As she waves to her friends and family back home, I don't think she knew that the camera was on her, but she waved just at the right moment. So that'll bring us to the kickoff. It's coming up in 15 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. 42-14 in favor of the Kindred Vikings here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard over the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions. Mike Mason alongside Josh Almaris, and Jack Packer will kick it off here for the Vikings. And that one will go over towards the far sideline, picked up at the 19.
Yep, Xavier Volk on the return. Doesn't get much. Great coverage by the Vikings.
A return of about 4. I believe they're going to mark it close to that 23-yard line.
Well, we had mentioned earlier, Mike, that these two teams have played back in 2008. It's been a long time since these guys have played. Just to get a little visual of that, maybe not a visual, but an idea. These players back in 2008 were like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. So the Linton Lions were victorious back that last time, 2008. They had defeated the Vikings 36-0. They were actually led by Justin Purinton, who is the brother of the head coach Tanner Purinton. I wonder if he's watching his brother's team play right now, remembering that hot, I believe it was a September day in Linton.
All those tidbits. You've been doing a fantastic job, and the only one you forgot to write down was the birthday boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought I would remember that. Fortunately, I did remember it, but yes, you're right.
He remembered it eventually, and that's what matters. So I'm sure he's not too upset about that. So
it's like the best man speech. When you see the best man go up there and he doesn't have something to read off of, you know it's going to be really, really interesting. If it's written down, it's going to be a lot more accurate and precise. King steps back
and
looks to throw to number 37.
That's Bush. Luke, is
yep,
it?
No, Grant Bush.
Oh, Grant
Bush.
Looks like he's slow to get up. So they'll stop the clock with 3:27 to go. We'll let our clock tick down to 3:27. I want to thank our sponsors again, including Kindred Storage, Gotta Go Driving School in Fargo, Superior Grain, Kindred Arts, Kindred Area Arts
Partnership.
There you go.
Got it.
There's a lot of initials to remember.
Good program. Good program here in Kindred Area Arts Partnership. Fantastic program.
Also, our friend Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. Tell you what, looks like we'll have a little bit of delayed action here as Bush, it looks like they're stretching out his ankle. So we're going to take a timeout, and if we get any update, we'll give you an update, but hopefully it's nothing major and that he'll be okay. We'll be back in a moment, just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Well, I was about to play another spot, and as you can see, he's reaching down to his behind his left knee, and he's being assisted off the field there. The good news is he's walking kind of quick, so that's probably a good sign right there. But once again, we hope that he's all right and that he'll be back to action, if at all possible, maybe later this game. 42-14, 3:27 to go on the third quarter clock here at Jerlow Field in Kindred. Mike Mason alongside Josh Almaris, and it is 3rd down and 8 here for the Linton-HMB Lions.
3:27 left in the third quarter as King's getting ready to call for the ball. He has 4 receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Nice and patient.
And the pass will fall incomplete.
Misses an intended target of Landon Bush. Beautiful night in Kindred. We're on the rooftop of the grandstand. You got a beautiful view, whether you're a Linton fan, you're a Kindred fan, you're in Hazelton, Moffit, or Braddock. This is one of the things we love the most about being in Class B in small town North Dakota. Big crowd here tonight, and beautiful night. Lots of rain in Kindred lately, so it's good and green. All the farmers are happy. Some might be saying that the rain came a little bit too late, but a beautiful night here in Kindred from atop the grandstand.
Timeout called by the Lions.
So it looks like Linton-HMB will call another timeout here. They have 1 remaining here in the second half. That's kind of a quick couple of quick timeouts to be taken this early, down 42-14. But we'll see what they come up with out of that timeout. We'll take one to join them. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School.
All right, welcome back. It is 4th and 8. And the punt is away. And it'll be received at the 35-yard line. That is Charlie Beaver. Cuts to the outside. He's at 50, 40. He has a man to beat, and he cannot get by him. And he'll be brought down inside the 35, close to about maybe the 33-yard line there. And they'll set up 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the Lions side of the field with 3:06 to go.
Well, I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but I know that you're going to ask me who the player of the game is tonight after the game, and I think I'm down to 2 players. I just don't know who it's going to be. Charlie Beaver's having a great night. He's got a couple touchdowns. Trey Heinrich, of course, is going to rival that. He has 3 touchdowns. So those 2 young men, both juniors, having fantastic nights. Charlie Beaver again with a really nice return and some big yardage.
Well, you got your nominees for player of the game, and barring some drastic change of events here, I would lean towards agreeing with you on those nominations there.
Couple new names to throw out there here. Vikings are going to their junior quarterback right now, so Max McQuillan is gonna sit out and rest. Jorgen Swenson, number 22, junior quarterback, in to call the plays. Connor Rowland in at receiver. Mason Almaris as the other receiver. Max Opgren's back into the game. Looks like they're going to keep a good chunk of the big offensive line in as Mason Almaris comes back out of the game.
So we roll towards 2.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Swenson will line up in a shotgun position here.
Owen Hoyme, sophomore, as the lone back there.
And I lost who had the ball. I thought he handed it off there to the man in motion, but apparently he did not. And
that'd be Jorgen Swenson.
That's Swenson, the quarterback.
Very athletic young man, does a good job keeping his feet moving, like we've said many times with the Vikings. Does a real nice job of keeping on churning, and picks up, I would say, about 8 or 9 yards there, Mike.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, so we'll give him, yeah, you're right, about 8 or 9 on that play there. So we move inside 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Now we've got a freshman into the game, Kylan Swenson. So we've got Swenson with Swenson behind him. The brothers hand off to one another.
And a little move there. We'll squeak forward, and that's going to be very close to a 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down. Kylan Swenson does a nice job of planting his right foot and driving forward. I think, yep, I thought I saw the motion for a first down. First down indeed. First down and 10 for the Vikings on the Lion 25-yard line as Carter Schmitz and Caleb Klabundi check into the game. Kylan Swenson runs out.
Minute 17 to go here. One receiver almost left wide open as the Linton defender raced out there to cover him.
Yep. Caleb Klabundi in motion. Carter Schmitz gets the handoff.
Schmitz will bounce off a couple tackles and push it inside the 25. Gain of maybe 1, but that's the maximum. Only 1 if that.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain on the play. Going to be 2nd and 10. Probably looking at one more play here in the third quarter as the clock goes down to 40 seconds and 25 seconds on the play clock. I'm guessing we're going to see a run here, and I'm guessing that'll bring us to the fourth quarter. But I have guessed wrong.
You've only been wrong on twice. 2 occasions so far today.
Oh, you got a tally mark for that.
It's easy when you only got to keep track of 2. Now, if you're making like 18 mistakes, I may not have the official number in my head, but gotcha. 2 I can mentally keep track of.
Handoff goes to Mason Almaris.
And that is.
He's cutting in. Nice run by Mason. He picks up about 12 yards there.
And number 2, as we just talked about the number 2.
Number 2, Mason Almaris on the carry.
Taking the carry there for first down for the Vikings.
Once they get the chain set, the clock will run. It's back running now. That'll bring us to the fourth quarter here, Mike.
Only 2 seconds to go, and now we're officially at 0, and that's the end of the third quarter. Kindred Vikings have not allowed Linton-HMB very much this second half so far. Final quarter just ahead in about 60 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
All right, welcome back. We're ready for the final quarter of play here at Jerlow Field in Kindred. Mike Mason alongside Jason Almaris, and a lot of new faces on the side of the Vikings on the field as they run down to the other end here to set the ball up for the first play of the fourth quarter. And well, that's one of many reasons why Josh is joining us on the broadcast, because when they move from those starters, it's all you on play-by-play.
Well, I'm going to give you a break, Mike. I'm glad you caught that I'm Josh Almaris. We've been around each other plenty and not Jason. But I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you.
I called you Mason earlier, and now it's Jason. And
some confusion here on the Vikings' part. Jorgen Swenson keeps it. Does a nice job of picking up some yards. Could have been a broken play, but Jorgen Swenson, like I said earlier, there's a lot of athletic kids on this team. There's plenty of them that are in the game right now as Owen Hoyme comes in. He's just a sophomore, another example of another athletic kid. They're not in just to take extra snaps. They're in to prove themselves right now and say, hey, I want to be out here more often. And the Kindred Vikings, of course, have a very deep roster. Jorgen Swenson hands off to Owen Hoyme.
And Hoyme sneaks it inside the 5 to about the 4, maybe the 3. See where they spot it. It'll be first down and goal.
Yeah, interesting, two different sets of video sessions on Monday for each of these teams. The Vikings are going to look and say, great job on keeping your feet moving, great job of keeping on driving even after contact. The Linton Lions, they're going to break down things and say we have to tackle better. than what we did in this game. Again, Linton Lions, very, very proud program. They're going to get better. They're going to improve. But I think that's going to be a message that they drive home in their video session on Monday.
First and goal from the 3.
And Swenson to Swenson.
And that'll be a touchdown for the Vikings.
Kylan Swenson, just a freshman, gets the handoff from his older brother, Jorgen Swenson, and then they hug each other and say, "I love you very much."
Number 21, Kylan Swenson with a 3-yard run.
So that 3-yard touchdown makes it 48-14 here in favor of the Kindred Vikings, and Jordan Sunram will come in for another extra point attempt. And if she makes it, I'll hit the 1-point button this time, unlike I didn't last time. That one's zipping through, and there you go.
Yep, great job. Great job. And a shout out to Jeremiah Doctor. His snaps have been spot on tonight. He's put that special teams in position to hit now 5 out of their 6 point afters.
49-14 favor the Kindred Vikings over the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Just inside 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We're back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter of play, and this kickoff will keep the clock running for the remainder of this game. It'll stop on timeouts and scoring plays, but other than that, it's going to continue to run.
Xavier Volk on another return. Going to be under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and as you said, clock will continue to run. So this game is looking like it will expire in probably less than 15 minutes, depending on if there are any stoppages. Otherwise, 9 minutes and 45 seconds, and then I have to figure out who the player of the game is going to be.
Time is ticking. The pressure's on.
I think both are out of the game right now. No Heinrich, no Beaver.
Now, and there's a nice run. He escapes a few tacklers, and he dropped the ball. It's fumbled out of bounds at about the 46.
Yeah, nice run by Nathan Holzer there, and he does a good job of picking up some big yardage. Jorgen Swenson wins the battle of the 22s by poking that one out, but of course Nathan Holzer says I picked up some good yardage before that happened. Be 1st and 10 for the Lions.
So it looks like they'll spot it on the 45, so it wasn't quite the 46 like I thought it was. But that's okay. 1st and 10 as we crack the eggs on 9 minutes to go.
Dylan Filler on the line here now, and continue to rotate. A nice, big, athletic, strong line for the Vikings. Speaking of that line, number 84, Max Opgran, makes a nice tackle for the Vikings.
Pickup of about 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 now here for the Lions.
Riley Sunram checks out. Blake Hushka in. Jeremiah Doctor coming into the game in place of Caleb Klabundi.
Once again, whether you're tuning in, cheering on the Kindred Vikings, or tuning in and cheering on the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions, we certainly appreciate you tuning in to the broadcast tonight. And outside of the scoreboard, we hope that you have enjoyed it regardless of which team you are cheering for. So,
handoff goes to Dean Vetter there. Nice physical run by, again, no doubt a very athletic kid. Senior, big leader for the Lions. Like I said earlier, getting some looks in the NSIC. He's more than likely going to be a college football player next year. He's a very physical young man. Been fun to watch him play. Connor Rowland steps up and tries to make a good tackle on him, and Vetter's able to gain a couple more after the point of contact.
So King will work under center. He'll keep it. push himself forward, and he picks up a good chunk of yardage there, about maybe at least 5, depending on where forward progress is marked. Looks like they'll mark it at the 39-yard line, so it'll be a pickup of 7.
Yeah, Trace King having a good night tonight. He's made some really nice passes. He's controlled the offense pretty good. He's bought some extra time in different situations, and again, a nice run by him. Run of probably about 6 yards, gives first down and 10 for the Lions on the Viking 38-yard line.
Just inside, 6:50 to go. And King works under center, 2 in the back. Receivers split, 1 to each side. He'll roll out to his left, and the pass will be dropped. Intended receiver there for the Linton-HMB Lions is Dean Vetter.
Well, we've checked in a lot of the younger guys for the Vikings. They're out there. There's a lot of the second defense for the Vikings out there, but I can assure you that they absolutely do not want the Lions to make it into the end zone. So they've bent a little bit. We're going to see if they can stop the Lions right now on 2nd and 10.
And for being about I don't know, what is it, about 180 miles to Linton from here approximately, they have traveled well, their fans here, and it's as I look down on the crowd, I'd say it's about, well, what am I trying to say here? So about 55-45 on the split in favor of Kindred. So that's a pretty good following here for Linton-HMB.
Yeah, like I said, Class B is a lot of fun in all the sports. The fans really come out, support their community. Like I said, whether you're from Linton, you're from Hazelton, Moffit-Braddock, Kindred, wherever you are, we're all proud Class B'ers.
Don't forget about Davenport.
Davenport, Walcott, Horace, Hickson, Oxbow, Leonard.
I'm glad Kindred doesn't have that many initials behind it. That one will drop inside the 10 and incomplete pass, and that is
good effort by Jorgen Swenson there trying to get the interception.
Yep.
Clock continues to click now under 5 minutes. 5 minutes left in the game.
So 4th and 10, and not much to lose here. You think they'll go for it?
Oh, yeah. Yep, they're going to go for it. I mean, Linton Lions, like we had said, they're not going to quit. They're going to keep fighting and fighting. They want to get into the end zone right now. They're going to continue to work on their things, and they absolutely are going to try and punch this in.
Well, we'll see if they can pick up the 10. They'll hand it off, and they will not get the 10. Matter of fact, it's fumbled. I don't think he recovered it before it went out of bounds, but even if he didn't, it's still a turnover on downs, and however they rule it, it's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, all for naught. Great tackle there. I think that was Connor Rowland on the tackle, knocked the ball out. Very nice job by Connor Rowland there to stop the Lion drive and turn it over to the Kindred Vikings. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their 34-yard line.
Clock will stop with the change of possession. They'll restart it on the official signal here. 4:28 officially on the clock.
Looks like we're going to have a freshman running the offense. Isaac Spellhaug is potentially going to be in at quarterback. We'll see if that stands here, because I think the Vikings have now taken a timeout. Maybe just an organizational timeout here.
So number 4, let's see, is it?
Yep, Isaac Spellhaug is going to be in there calling the plays for the Vikings. Exciting moment for the freshman. He's getting in and getting to run the offense.
I'm guessing he plays some JV ball on Monday nights, or?
Yep, between him and Jorgen Swenson, they split time. Uh-oh, we got some confusion here.
4:21 as the clock will continue to roll. As soon as the game clock on the field matches our clock on the screen, we'll restart it for you.
Well, definitely a little bit of nerves getting to be under the big lights here. Isaac, he'll have a bright future ahead of him. He gets his one play, and now he's running back to the sideline. More to come from Isaac Spellhaug, no doubt, as he is just a freshman.
Snap taken, looking to pass, and the ball is tipped and it is caught.
Well, now the Vikings go with the quarterback number 4 on the night, Jack McDonald. And did they call that no catch?
Yeah, I think he did. He tapped the ground. It looked like he caught it initially, but the official came in right at the end and tapped the ground.
Well, Jack McDonald does a good job of rolling to his right. Pass wasn't intended for Jeremiah Doctor, but after the tip, he makes the best effort and almost hauls that ball in. So Jack McDonald, again a freshman, going to call for the ball.
3rd and 16 officially.
He's going to keep it.
He might get the 16. Wow, that was a nice run there.
Yeah, nice run. Pickup of around
about maybe 11 or 12 on that.
Yeah, gonna make it 4th and manageable. Yeah, 4th and 4. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. Vikings lead 49-14. Clock continues to roll as it will.
Once again, we want to thank Viking Homes, Kindred State Bank, Mustang Seeds, and Knickerbocker, Kindred Storage, Gotta Go Driving School in Fargo, Superior Grain Equipment, Kindred Area Arts Partnership. Just a handful of our sponsors bringing you Viking football and volleyball this fall. And
well, Kylan Swenson gets a handoff, and he almost broke that. He wanted that super bad. Great run by Kylan Swenson there. Couple of more young guys into the game for the Vikings. You've got Andrew Traum as one of the receivers, Cameron Schwartzwalter up there. A couple new linemen checking in for the Vikings. I'll try to give them some love as I continue to see their names come, but great run by Kylan Swenson there. Almost breaking it for a touchdown. And I think the Vikings are going to go victory formation as they bring in their starters back into the game. Nice win by the Kindred Vikings here tonight. One that I know that they were excited to get. A little bit of a bad taste in their mouth last week, losing the home opener, but this makes things much, much sweeter.
I believe that was a pickup of about 42 on that last play, if I did the mental math over the 50-yard line correctly. It's easy to count up those yards if you don't cross the 50.
Yeah. Well, again, a good performance by the Vikings here tonight. A little bit of a bitter taste in their mouth from last week. I think that there's going to be another matchup between the Vikings and HCV. I would not be surprised one bit if they play each other in the playoffs. So a big kudos and shout out to the Vikings for their efforts tonight. Came out quick. All dimensions of their game were looking strong, and for the Linton Lions. Very impressed with the fight that they showed. They went down 20-0. They cut it got as close as 28-14 after that. They fought hard. They had some big plays, made this a close game, and the Vikings just run away with it later on in the game. And as we said, they're victorious as the clock runs down past 20 seconds. Kindred Vikings 49, Linton-HMB Lions 14.
Yeah, that's your final score on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. There is that final play. The play clock was more than the game clock, so they don't have to run another play. In the final 7 seconds will tick off the clock as the teams meet at midfield and shake hands. And that is your final score. Kindred Vikings 49, Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions 14. Whether you're a Vikings or Lions fan, thanks so much for tuning in. Lions fans, we know it didn't end up the way you're hoping that it would end up on the scoreboard, but you know, they played a really good football game here. They brought in some of their younger players. The Kindred Vikings brought in some of their younger players. They got some great experience against the primary starters there for Linton-HMB. That only goes to help Kindred out, and now Kindred will race over, huddle up, and celebrate this victory. And coming up next here, the Kindred Vikings will go on the road next Friday night to play Ellendale-Edgeley Calm, and then they come back home the Friday after that to take on the Central Cass Squirrels. That game against the Squirrels will be live here on Magnitude Sports. Brad Anderson, Josh Almaris will have the call on that, as I'll be at a different football game that particular night. Coming up for the Linton-HMB Lions, let's see here. I need to shine some light on my paperwork for the Lions here. They got the Lisbon Broncos next week. That'll be a home game for the Lions. And then they'll go on the road to take on Sargent County. Then they're back home against Oaks and Oak Grove on the 24th of September and the 1st of October. And then they'll head about 20 minutes north of here to Castleton to take on the Central Cass Squirrels on October 18th. They'll wrap up the regular season at home against Ellendale-Edgeley-Calm. And that's a look at the rest of the season there for the Lions. Of course, the first round of the playoffs will be on October 23rd. Matchups to be determined there as the Linton-HMB Lions will huddle up and talk things over. And Josh, to put you on the spot here, if you're the Linton-HMB coach, what are you saying to your players right now?
I think that, like I said, I appreciate the fight that those guys gave. They have some athletes. I mean, I don't know if Linton fans want to hear this or not. It's an adjustment going from 9-man to 11-man, and you've started out the year 2-1. You've showed great fight. Yeah. I think this is a team that can contend for the playoffs, and you just continue to improve and you continue to get better. I think that the fight that they had was great. Now, the one thing that I think that they really are going to want to try to work on is their tackling. I think that they had opportunities to bring down the Vikings, and were unable to do so. So that's a big piece of improvement that I'd like to see. I thought King did a really nice job of making this a two-dimensional game and not just making it run. So continue to get better, learn from this, and move forward.
And for the Kindred Vikings, same question.
Great job, great game. I mean, every dimension of this game, they did a fantastic job. Special teams started off the game strong. Defensively, they were strong. Offensively, I mean, they put up 49 points, so fantastic effort there. I was impressed with the line. I was impressed with Max McQuillan as a quarterback. Jordan Sunram, she was 5-stepping the ball on her point after. She's now 3-stepping, had a great night. And then, Trey and Charlie were outstanding. They did a great job. So just a fantastic team win by the Vikings. One they really wanted to bounce back on, and it was a fun night for the Vikings, no doubt.
All right, well, we'll take a 30-second timeout. That means you have 30 seconds to decide your player of the game. We'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
Welcome back, and your final score once again here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. The Kindred Vikings 49, the Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions 14. An exciting matchup, as you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the first time these two teams met since 2008, and so if I do the math on that, that's 10, 11, 12, 13 years, is that right?
That sounds about right.
And 2 meetings in 13 years, these teams are 1-1 now.
That's right.
So it was certainly a game that we were looking forward to. We weren't 100% sure what to expect, but now we have the final results, and you brought up a lot of good points there. Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock scoreboard may not reflect it, but they're a pretty good football team, and as you mentioned, they're gonna have some sparks here as the regular season goes along. Well, it's time to flip it back over to the Kindred Vikings, because I'm just taking a guess that your player of the game is from the Kindred Vikings. But if I'm wrong, I'll move the camera over to the other side.
Well, the pressure's on me here because there was a lot of good performances, and I've kind of already given my spoiler alert that there's 2 young men that I thought did a great job, both juniors. What do they win, Mike? Do they get a car? Is that what Magnitude Sports gets them, or is this just?
Yeah, we'll give them a T-shirt or something.
Okay, sounds good. So I don't have anything real big as far as a prize package where one person's going to be mad at me. They're both my tracksters as well. They both are outstanding tracksters. So I think officially we're going to name Charlie Beaver as the player of the game for tonight. He had 2 touchdowns. He did a lot of other great things on the field today. A couple things made me choose him over Trey. Number one, his beginning of the game. We said that the Vikings need to start off quick, and you can't start out much quicker than an 81-yard kickoff return. So great start by Charlie Beaver. And then I think the second, the first offensive play, he has a big gainer. So I'm going to give it to Charlie Beaver. It also doesn't hurt, Charlie, that it is your birthday. So happy birthday, Charlie Beaver. You are player of the game, and Trey Heinrich, you are an incredibly close runner-up. So congratulations to those 2 young men and to the entire Vikings team.
All right. Well, coming up next here on Magnitude, we're on the air tomorrow with 6-man football. Should be another exciting game. Kickoff at 3 o'clock. Drake Animus will host the North Border Eagles. So you got the Raiders and the Eagles. Tonight we had the Vikings and Lions, an NFC North matchup, and now you have the Raiders and the Eagles, another NFC matchup. At least I think. They Las Vegas, they're in the AFC or NFC.
I don't know where the Raiders are, but I like the NFC North matchup, and there's another NFL matchup nonetheless.
We'll put it that way. So, and then we head over to Minnesota on Tuesday, September 7th to kick off the volleyball season. Barnesville 2-0, and they've looked really, really impressive. If you're looking for a good volleyball team, that might be a matchup you want to watch. Barnesville Trojans come into that matchup with Park Christian at 2-0 on the season. Picked up a win last night against East Grand Forks, and they started off the season with a 4-set victory over Ada Borup, Norman County West. So a couple of good teams, and Barnesville took care of business in both of those matchups. And then we'll see the Kindred Vikings on the volleyball court next about 6 days from now on Thursday, September 9th. I'll be here at the high school as they host the Richland Colts, 2 teams that co-op in the spring for baseball and softball, and now they are enemies on the fall and winter side of the sports schedule, but friendly enemies, I guess you could say. Perham and Hawley will also be featured on Thursday, September 19th. Jason and Lance will have the play-by-play on the Yellow Jackets Nuggets volleyball game here on Magnitude Sports. And then back to football next Friday. Kindred's out of town, so we only have one game next Friday. Barnesville versus Crookston. I'll be on the call with that one from the athletic complex in Barnesville. And then more Kindred volleyballs. They host the Northern Cass Jaguars on September 14th. And the Yellow Jackets also on the 14th host the Pequot Lakes Patriots. And you can dig deeper into that schedule here for our broadcast schedule at our website, msportsnet.com. You can follow us online, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe if you would. If you're still watching, we'd certainly appreciate it. Subscribe and a like to the video. Click the like button. We'd certainly appreciate that. Jim, thanks so much. He says, thank you for this broadcast. See you next time. So long from Denver, North Carolina. That's pretty cool that he's watching from way down there. Riley, say go. And we missed one from earlier. Peyton Johnson. Go Kindred. That came in about an hour ago. So sorry I missed that one. Peyton Johnson, that name sounds familiar. Play basketball, or is that a different Peyton?
It's not ringing a bell.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That I should shut up before the Kindred fans watching realize the mistake that I just realized I made. So that name that sounds familiar is from a Northern Cass roster. So didn't mean to mix up the teams here, but once again, if you missed the game, you can catch them all on demand. Go to our website, msportsnet.com. Under the on-demand button, click on Archives. You'll come to this screen that you see right here. And all the games are available. You just simply click Watch next to the one that you want to see again. And the games from tonight, the one in Perham and the one here in Kindred, will be available on our website. probably within the hour or so. And then also, if you check out the stories button, you'll come to all the latest stories, and that Magnitude Sports football scoreboard for Week 3 has all the matchups on it. We'll have all the final scores as we head into the overnight hours here. And then first thing when you wake up tomorrow morning, with the exception of the games that are happening tomorrow, I think there's 3 or 4 games being played tomorrow, but we'll have all the finals with the exception of those Saturday games by the time you wake up in the morning, if not later this evening. So we'll see. But that you can catch the Magnitude Sports North Dakota football scoreboard all season long, all the way through the championship game at the NDSU Fargo Dome, all season long here on our website at msportsnet.com. Well, for Josh Almaris, my name is Mike Mason. Thanks so much for watching. Your final score one more time on the Superior Grain scoreboard: the Kindred Vikings 49, Linton Hazelton-Moffit-Braddock Lions 14. Charlie Beaver leads it off the scoring with an 81-yard touchdown return on the opening kickoff. If you missed it, not hard to find the opening kickoff, right? Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in 2 weeks here from Jerlow Field, when Brad Anderson and Josh will have the call on the Kindred Vikings versus their rivals, the Central Cass Squirrels. That should be an entertaining matchup, and we'll have it for you here on Magnitude in 2 weeks from today. More action between now and then, though. Once again, check that schedule at our website, and have a great night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.